Welcome to my live stream watch-along reaction of LB Alajuelense versus Atlanta United FC, because tonight is the first leg of Alajuelense versus Atlanta during the 2021 Scotiabank Concacaf Champions League. We're waiting for this Marathon Portland game to end. It's going to end in a couple of minutes. 2-2 as it stands, but we are going to watch Alajuelense Atlanta. The 11s are as follows: in goal, Moreira; left back, Colbero; Ariola, Salvatierra as the center backs; Alfaro as the right back; Johan Venegas, Ruiz, Sequeira, Hernandez, Lopez, and Batista. Venegas in the midfield. Okay, that's questionable. Is Google sure about that? But okay. Atlanta, Guzan in goal, Bello is the left back, Robinson and Anton Walks as the center backs, Lennon as the right back, Emerson Heineman, Ibarra and Sosa in the midfield, Ezekiel Barco and Mulroney, Jake Mulroney as the wingers, Lisandro Lopez as the striker. That is the 11s for both teams as it stands. But we will be right there. Marathon Portland has ended 2-2. Tie away for Portland. But we also have Alajuelense Atlanta starting right now. As it stands, there you go. There you go. The second leg of Portland Marathon will be Tuesday at 8. So we'll actually be doing this match live next week. Like and share, subscribe if you're watching. Going to be a good game. Starting to come on. Atlanta versus Alajuelense. For me, I'm thinking Atlanta may have a couple of problems with Josef Martinez on the bench. For me, Alajuelense is a good team. They're not a team to be low on, to sleep on as the CONCACAF League champions. I'm thinking Alajuelense will have a good match. At home, Alejandro Morera Soto, they're going to have a good match. They will. It's not a question. Why would it be? For me, Alajuelense will look good. But will they do enough to beat Atlanta? If they beat them at home, that would be a very good sign for them. Yes, it's still a problem going into the second leg at Fifth Third Bank, but Alajuelense could have the best chance of beating Atlanta out of any Champions League team in the first round that they faced. I would say so. Herediano kind of expected it to go Atlanta's at home. Same with Motagua. Alajuelense, they seem different. With Josef on the bench, I'm just saying, it's possible. I think Atlanta will probably win this match or get enough away goals to where you have to be perfect away for Alajuelense, but we'll see. Josef will probably come on around the 60th, 70th minute anyway. We have cheers from a Tigres fan. Welcome. Sorry your team isn't in the tournament this year, but hey, you already won it last year, so probably okay, isn't it? First day of the Champions League in 2021. You love to see it. It's going to be fun tonight and the next couple of days. And then Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday next week. So we will see. It's going to be a good one. I think this match will be amazing. I think so. So we will see. And I'm enjoying this. Like, share, subscribe. You know what it is. Tell all your friends. Get this up in the algorithm because I want people to see this. It's a watch-along commentary. Okay. If you want to find a stream, look up Score Live or, yeah, Score Live would probably do it. But I'm just pulling a gold bridge here. So we will look. We will see. But we're waiting for the match to start. It's that little moment in between. So we're doing good here. Ready for Champions League? Well, we just watched the first match. It's a pretty good time. to be a football fan. It really is. I'm having fun, so we will all have fun tonight, I'm sure. I'm sure we will have fun tonight. We'll see if Atlanta can do any better than Portland. Do you think Liverpool will have a miracle at Anfield? I don't know. I don't know. It's going to take a lot. I'm not sure. But we're talking about the real Champions League right now, not that UEFA tin pot stuff. We're talking about the real Champions League right now. The real Champo. All right? The real Champo. We're talking about the real thing. Oh boy, Lawless is commentating. Yeah, good thing I'm doing this one. If you're listening on Fox Sports 1, I feel sorry for you. I think Columbus and Toronto are the MLS teams that have a better chance of winning the CCL. I would agree. I would agree. Very much so. Very much so, I would agree. They could face each other in the semifinals. That would be crazy. I would love to see it, honestly. Will Toronto FC have a miracle at BMO Field? You mean Osceola? If they need to, they will. Hello, Jade. Hello. Go New England Revolution. You're not even in the tournament. Thoughts on Portland's game? They were unlucky to draw. They should have scored more. They should have easily scored more. For me, they should have easily scored more. They should have scored multiple goals, like 3 or 4. They should have won that game. They should have won that game. They kind of let Maritone stay alive in that match. So it kind of sucks. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, the 11 for Alajuelense, Moreira in goal, Roman, Ariola, Cubero, Salvatierra, Lopez, Sequeira in center midfield, Venegas and Martinez as the wingers, the 10, Ruiz, Hernandez as the striker. There we go. That makes a lot more sense than what Google put out. Venegas in the bottom of the midfield. That's a joke. Atlanta United under Gabriel Heinze, Guzan in goal, Bello, Robinson, Walks, Lennon as the defenders, Ibarra and Sosa in center midfield, Barso and Mulroney as the wingers, Heineman is the 10, Lopez is the striker. Go NYCFC, they're not in the tournament either. Go Monterrey, we may see you in the semis. May. Could be Columbus too, either way. I think Toronto will be in the semis. I really do. 2 minutes before this match is kicked off, Atlanta in their white and gold, Alajuelense in their black and red. Of course, I'm going to guess that's banter against Rayados. I'm not going to check. I should, but I'm not. Columbus will knock Monterrey out. Calling it now. That's what I predicted. I predicted that. Toronto versus Columbus in the semifinals. And you'll see me in Columbus. Not that I'd go live, but you'll see me make vlogs and stuff. Whether that Columbus leg is August or September, I'll be there. I don't care if I have to get a negative test or get a shot. I'll be there. Trust me, I'll be there. I ain't gonna miss a Champions League semifinal. Are you crazy? I mean, I'm only 6 hours away. I'm going. Yes, I'm confident. Yes, I'm very, very confident. People need to stop sleeping. They really do. And yeah, I'm right. You love to see it. I know what I'm doing. Nah, MLS are out of rhythm, but Toronto's Toronto. If it was Greg Vanney still manager, if Greg Vanney was still the manager, I would not say we're going to the semis. But since Armas is, I'm cool. I'm good. I'm not worried at all. It's a major controversy that New England Revolution are in this tournament. Well, hold on, though. Isn't it the opposite conference who didn't win the Supporter Shield normally? I know it's crazy the way they did the qualification. It's pretty dumb. I have to agree. But I can't really say anything about it because, Toronto, Montreal fans would be pissed if they were here. That's probably tomorrow, though. They'll walk in here and be like, oh, look, Toronto Leon. Either this is going to go so bad or so good for you. So good for you or bad for you. Yeah, but whatever. We'll see. The kickoff is here. Here we go. Alajuelense versus Atlanta. And the referees in blue. Just to make sure. Are you watching Cruz Azul? I'm watching it. I'll do a RSR for it. I'll be doing an RSR for it, but I won't be doing it live, but I'll be reviewing it. But I'll watch it, so. Of course I'm watching it. As a Red Bull fan, I have to go for a red team. So I have to go for Atlanta. Okay. But Toronto's also a red team. Come on. Come on. Come on. You could do better. Unless you're just talking about this game. Come on. Come on now. Guzan with a goal kick in the first minute. Goes forward. Brings it down. And Alajuelense gets it back. Oh, Atlanta is out of rhythm. Maybe they do still suck. What's my prediction for this game? 2-1 Atlanta. 2-1. I can't shake the feeling Joseph's going to come on and get a late winner. I think Alajuelense will have a good match. Maybe they'll shock me, but Heinz has a better system than DeBoer or Steven Glass. They'll do enough to hold it, but Joseph gets a late winner. I just feel it. I don't know why. He comes in, gets a late winner. I just don't know why. 2-1. Going into the second leg. That's just me, though. Watchalong? No, just a review. But you'll see it anyway. I'm feeling a draw. Okay. I could see that, too. Depends if Joseph plays or not. If he doesn't play, it could be a loss or a draw. Sosa taking the free kick in the second minute. I need one of those masks with a Concacaf logo on it. I need it. I really need one. I have a certain schedule, okay? For the days with 3 matches, the 5 p.m. match, I don't do anything. The 7 p.m. match, unless it's Toronto Leon, live, 9 p.m. RSR. I need to save my hours on StreamYard. I ain't paying for this yet. I'm on the free version. If I do all the matches, I'm out after the first round. I'm out after the first legs. I can't do it. I have to be careful. This really helps me doing the streams. This is what really helps me. I have to be careful. So 3 matches a week. That's why. Everyone needs a good CONCACAF mask. You're damn right. Where we are. That's out for a goal kick for Alajuelense and Morera. Third minute. The CONCACAF League champions Alajuelense versus Atlanta, the U.S. Open Cup champions of 2019, because U.S. soccer is a joke. But U.S. soccer is a joke. Guzan has the ball going forward. Can they find something here early on? 0-0, settle between both sides. Goes forward. Oh, that's just horrible. Why would you whiff on that? Morera has the ball in the 4th minute. Come on, get the ball forward, and that drops out. Throw in for Alajuelense. I'd say the possession-wise, Alajuelense is looking pretty good. There you go. Pass back. Can't go forward. Atlanta gets it back. Cross up, and that's not far enough. Alajuelense gets it back for the 4th minute. They should have given Atlanta's spot to the champion of the last edition. Well, I mean, 2019 was the last Open Cup. But for me, MLS's back should have replaced Open Cup. Then they could have still had the opposite conference. I don't know. Like, Atlanta had a lifeline. Like, the season sucked so bad last year. And they got lucky to, like, be in here. They're not champions at all. At least Toronto got to the Canadian Championship final. Montreal was knocked out. They did not get to the Canadian Championship final. So that's the thing about the Toronto one. Champions of the CCL, I mean. Oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I think Tigres would have been way better than Atlanta, honestly. Like, I think that was a waste of time. They really should have just given it to Tigres. I mean, I know this tournament has its qualification rules that are stupid, but honestly, the champion of the CCL should be in the CCL. Maybe they'll do that with a group stage, though. I don't think they'll fix it, but they should. With the regionalized group stage in 2023, they better fix that. I don't know if they will, but they should. I think Atlanta wins 3-1. We'll see. 5th minute. 5:30. There you go. 0-0. They give up the ball again. Alajuelense gets it back. You can't even read the numbers on Atlanta's jerseys. That's just a joke. Guzan. 5th minute, 6th minute. 0-0 still. Feeling each other out, but I'd say Alajuelense is looking a bit better right now as it stands. Ball back past midfield. Yep, they're just pulling old Toronto, like vain Toronto. Alajuelense is the first in their league. I know. They're amazing right now. I low-key like Alajuelense. Like the Central American teams, there's a couple of them I low-key like. Alajuelense is one of them. I just do. Their fan base likes me for some reason, and I like them, so it is what it is. I don't think they'd. At least some of their fan base does. One of their fans put my face on their Football Manager character and made a Twitter out of it. Like, okay, that's cool. That's cool. Like, that was an honor, if I've ever seen one. Like, an English guy who could only speak enough Spanish to get by is on made into a Football Manager character for Alajuelense, made by an Alajuelense fan. It's kind of weird, but there you go. Do I like Saprissa? No. If I liked both, that would be kind of weird. What teams do you think will get the spots for next year's CCL and MLS? Toronto FC, runners-up in the MLS Cup. I don't know why. I feel like LA Galaxy are going to pull a 2008 Giants and just, like, sneak in there, but lose to Toronto. Just for some reason. U.S. Open Cup, Sporting Kansas City, Supporter Shield runners-up, because I think Toronto would win it. Orlando. And the champions of the opposite conference, Portland. So there you go. Portland. Toronto, LA, Portland. Oh, well, Columbus. Okay, yeah, Columbus is runners-up of the East. Sorry. Or the runners-up in the Supporter Shield. Sorry. I could see Orlando doing it too, but Toronto, Sporting Kansas City, LA, Columbus, Portland. That's what I think would be next year's spots. That's just me, though. Which country would I like to visit? I've already been to Mexico when I was 5, but I'd like to go back to Mexico. Mexico, I want to move to Canada, but that's not visiting. But I guess visit it before I move there. That would make sense. 9th minute, 0-0. Alajuelense gets the ball back, going forward. Nice play. Nice play. Up the pitch, in through, and Brad Guzan makes the save. 9th minute. Come to Monterey. I would love to see a Tigres game. That's another one. Tigres fans like me a lot, probably because of how I covered their Champions League winning run. Probably. Seems like it at least, but I'd love to go to Universitario. Hopefully when Toronto plays them again. I could see that happening again in the Champions League at some point. I'd love to. Would be amazing. Now, of course, somebody's going to say BBVA is better than Universitario, but Universitario, El Volcan is amazing, though. It's a beautiful stadium. Really is. I mean, BBVA is an amazing stadium, too. But Universitario just has that feel to it. Free kick in the 10th minute, still 0-0. Atlanta, Barco is going to take it. Monterrey fans hate you. I wouldn't say Monterrey fans hate me. Probably by the semifinals, if they make it, they will. But I don't know. I mean, they kind of got pissed off that I picked Toronto to win the cup, and I didn't even put them in the semifinals, so they probably do. But we'll see. Sad, no, we don't. Well, most of them don't, but I'm sure there's somebody's going to hate me from every fan base. Like, I know Montreal's the one that hates me the most. Barso! Save by Morera. 0-0 in the 11th minute. But there's every fan base is going to have some people that hate me, even the ones that like me. So I'm sure there are Toronto fans that hate me and don't want me to have a platform. I ain't heard nothing about it, but I'm sure there is. I mean, there's Leafs fans that hate Steve Dangle, so you can't win. You can't win for losing, you know? Alajuelense stops the ball. Lennon tries to clear it. Doesn't. We're doing a pretty good job out here. I'm watching now. Taylor Twellman fans, stand up. No, I'm backing Josie. I'm backing Josie. Lennon with a corner for Atlanta in the 12th minute. 0-0, settle. See what happens here. I love those new Champions League patches. I wish I had a jersey with it on. Header in, down, over the bar. Too close, 12th minute. El Volcan is the most passionate stadium in Mexico. That's what makes it special. Yeah. The horns and the drums and all that. But thank you. But yeah, I remember when Campeones Cup happened in Toronto. This is just a side note. But Tigres fans out-noised Toronto fans. Well, that was when Inebriati got banned. But the drums and the horns and all that was out-noising Toronto fans. I mean, we did suck in that game, too. Cross in, header, and Alajuelense gets it back, 13th minute, still 0-0, but Atlanta's starting to get their possession back. What stadium in USA should get renovations in MLS? Alajuelense, forward. Can they find a chance here? And that's called offside in the 14th minute. Renovations. Not Gillette. Honestly, probably the Texas, Dallas, Toyota Park, Houston, Rio Tinto, Dick's Sporting Goods Park, Colorado. I'd like to see BMO like expanded. I wouldn't say renovations, but like expanded. Because we're a big club. We deserve it. Cross the ball in. Shot! Saved! Past the post. That's going to be a corner. Moreira with a save. 0-0 in the 14th minute. But that's just me. Boom. What a save. Could have been on, but it wasn't. Crossed in. Ball will be crossed in by Lennon. Crossed in. Header in. Down. Right to Moreira. Goal kick in the 15th minute. But for me, basically the Western Conference stadiums. The older Western Conference stadiums. Crew's getting a new stadium. I liked Mapfre Stadium, though. When I went, I liked it. It was old, but that was kind of the charm. I agree, but I would put in Cincy. Cincy's getting a new stadium, too. So that doesn't really count. I'm talking about teams that aren't getting a new stadium that need renovations. Like, why renovate when you're getting a new stadium, like, near future? I think Cincy's getting a new stadium this year. I think it's this year, too. Just like Columbus. Alajuelense in through. He has a chance. That's a offside. Hernandez couldn't get the ball forward. They say he was offside. Yep, offside flag. Okay. But Alajuelense had a half chance there. Couldn't get anything out of it. 16th minute, 0-0, settle. Altidore, he's good, I remember. Yeah. Sadly enough, I mean, I think he's going to be good this season, but I'm just kind of nervous. I'm just kind of nervous for tomorrow. I really am at this point. I think we all are nervous for Champions League matches. But as it stands, doesn't look so bad. Well, I would love Red Bull Stadium to up a stand. I think it's okay. 16th minute, 0-0. Atlanta 3, Alajuelense 0 with one goal of Jurgen Damm. We'll see. He scores many great goals, yeah. You don't even know how nervous I was when Tigres faced Bayern. I think I'll feel it. If Toronto can, I think Toronto can win the Concacaf Champions League and get to the Club World Cup final too. I think I'll know in December. I think I'll know. It's not going to be a fun one. If this is how bad I feel before Champions League tie. Atlanta goes forward, goal kick, 17th minute. Trust me, it's not fun to like be right in front of a big game. Like, I've never. Funny thing about Toronto matches is when I feel confident, we win. When I feel nervous, oh boy. That's not good news then. I mean, I felt nervous about Independiente too, so. Well, you're about to see me go nuclear tomorrow, I guess. On live stream and review. You love to see it. 18th minute. 0-0. Alajuelense Atlanta. There you go. Going forward. Have the ball forward. Oh, that's out for a throw-in for Alajuelense. Mulroney fouled, but they don't call it. 18th minute. Settle. Still. See, here's the thing. I know Heinze has had Copa Libertadores experience, but nothing matches up to CONCACAF experience. He's kind of getting frustrated. You really shouldn't be doing that as a manager. You really shouldn't. You really shouldn't be. At least Chris Armas has had CONCACAF experience. They got smacked by Santos Laguna, but, I mean, At least you had it. That midfield piss missile goal. I speak enough Spanish to get by. I speak enough Spanish to get by. I really need to get fluent. I know I'm not fluent in Japanese, but I know a good bit of Japanese. I want to learn Italian, but I haven't started that yet. If you count patois, Jamaican patois as a language, I'm probably fluent in that. That's probably the most fluent in another language if you count that. I want to learn French as well because, Quebec. They matter, I guess. So we'll see. So looks good for me. Guzan. Ford. There it is. Why do you have the opinion that Concacaf Champions League is better than European Champions League or Europa League? Because it's more fun. There ain't no unworthy teams in this competition. They're all good teams. It's better action. It's just more enjoyable. The quality is not that bad if you're not. Alajuelense clears it. That'll be a throw-in for Atlanta in the 20th minute. If you're not brainwashed by European football, Euro snobs, and Sky Sports, you'll realize that CONCACAF isn't half bad, and it's not that far off. I mean, Tigres lost to Bayern 1-0. Monterrey almost beat Liverpool. It's not that far off, all right? People believe this narrative that European football is so much better. It's not. It's not. Maybe it's down to taste. I don't know, but it's basically propaganda. And it's not really German propaganda or Italian propaganda or Spanish propaganda. It's English propaganda. And it's them. It's them. All right. When Toronto's in the Club World Cup final in December against like Chelsea, you'll see. I know what I'm talking about. And did I just say Chelsea will win the UEFA Champions League? Yes. They'll beat Porto. They'll beat Madrid or Liverpool, probably Madrid. I see them beating City and Bayern on a one-off. That's just me. Toronto could do it, especially coming off MLS Cup. 3 wins. They could beat an Asian team easily. They could beat CONMEBOL easily. Hell. But I'm just saying that there's been a shift. If you actually pay attention, if you're actually paying attention, that it's possible. Now, when it comes to Monterrey losing to Liverpool right at the end there, it was because of Layun. Him. It was his fault. And everybody expected it. Offside, but Guzan catches it anyway. 23rd minute, 0-0. Tigres, I mean, that ball was a handball. It went off the hand before it was a goal, so they kind of got screwed too. But it was never really their fault. Those 2 losses wasn't really either team's fault. That's just me. That's why European clubs buy players from MLS and Liga MX, right? Now, I just don't want Toronto to sell Pozuelo. They better not do it. I don't care. Leave them here. Don't let anybody make an offer. Games played in 2021 entering today. Alajuelense's played 18, haven't lost 1. Atlanta hasn't played a damn game at all. 24th minute, 0-0, 0-0. There were worse teams in Libertadores. I remember when Tigres got to the final in 2015. And honestly, they should have beaten River Plate. I know Tigres lost 3-0, But honestly, Tigres was, I'd say they were the better team overall in that tie. They just had some bad moments letting those goals in. I really think Tigres should have been able to win that tie, if I'm being completely honest. Is Chile good now? I don't know. 25th minute. I mean, I think they're on the downslope. They were never up on. They were never up. Yeah, River Plate's good, but in two legs, anything can happen. The ball's round. But Tigres looked better in those two games to me. They did. And I really think Toronto could win the Libertadores too, if they were in it. I really think they could. Ibarra puts it forward or back. 62 to 38% possession in the 25th minute. Almost halfway through the half. Oh, that's off the hand. Okay, if you want to miss it, you miss it. Okay. Alajuelense in through clean. Back. Shot! Saved! 25th minute, 0-0. Yeah, that final still hurts. Yeah, that was Venegas taking the shot. He missed. But for me, I mean, I have multiple finals that still hurt me. Toronto should have won CCL in 2018. 2016 MLS Cup. There's a lot of games that still hurt me. 2019 MLS Cup, tell you the truth. Every final we've been in, we deserve to win. And we blew like half of them. If you count Voyagers Cup finals, because, you know, if you're counting actual finals, then it's like every one but one. I mean, the Campeones Cup is probably the worst final we've played. That was the one we deserved to lose. The one against Tigres in 2018, we deserved to lose that. That was horrible. That was our worst final. Like, that was our absolute worst final ever. We deserved to lose that one. That one didn't hurt me. English people make the narrative that MLS is the worst league in history of football, and anything you mention to them that you're an MLS fan as a league or one team like myself, they will pretty much roast you saying MLS is bad. Yeah. Look at my TikTok. I did a TFC chant. It blew up, got to the Euro snobs, and they were freaking trolling it. All right? I should have known, and I knew it was coming, but I'm not mad about it. But hey, if it pissed them off, more power to them. I like seeing them angry. That's like my goal in life. Mulroney going back. I'm a good enough football channel that I'll grow the Concacaf game around the world, but there are going to be Euro snobs just hate watching like this dude is crazy. No. I can't wait for that day. Atlanta going forward. They have the ball. Crossed up. Bello, I think, yeah. Cross it in. Foul! Free kick for Alajuelense. The hell? 28th minute. The hell? That's BS. Alajuelense still has the ball. Almost got dispossessed. 28th minute. What'd they say about your video? It was basically like Toronto sucks, MLS sucks type of stuff. Like basically anti-MLS sentiments. Or Yanks are weird. Like US people are weird. That type of stuff. Like that's not a good chant. That's not what chants are. Sounds like it to me. Like I've seen chants that elaborate in European stadiums, but oh wait, it's my accent that pisses you off. Yeah, that makes sense. Like they're kind of hypocritical too. Do you think Canada could qualify for the 2022 World Cup? Yes, I think they will. I think they could get top 3 in the Octo, but as long they ain't gonna finish under top 4. They'll at least get the playoff, but I think they'll be in automatically. 29th minute, 0-0, 0-0 still as it stands. $458 subscribers. We love it. Thank you to whoever subscribed. Love to see it. 8 likes. Keep liking, keep subscribing, keep sharing. Let's get this up in the algorithm. Gracias. Thank you. All that. Jamaica, Costa Rica, Honduras would challenge for third. I think Canada would too. Canada, Jamaica, Costa Rica, Honduras, but mostly Jamaica, Costa Rica, Canada. But one of those 4 teams would be in the fourth, and one of those teams just miss out. What's up, Human Spider? 30th minute. Going backwards. Atlanta, back to Guzan. 15 minutes left in the half. Costa Rica's not qualifying. That's what I'd say. But can't mean they don't challenge, you know. But they're not qualifying, I agree. There ain't no way. Crossed in. Blocked. Alajuelense clears. Oh, Atlanta gets it back, but another clearance by Alajuelense back to midfield. And Atlanta will get it back in the 30th minute. For this tournament, do you think it's unfair? Liga MX has months of competition and MLS hasn't even started their season. No. If there's anybody we could blame, it's the MLSPA or the owners almost locking out. It's their fault. And COVID probably played a part. So it's the way of the world. Nothing's fair right now. It's only convenient. All right? There's only convenience, not fairness. If it's fair somehow, but it's more like it's convenient. That's the way of the world right now. Nothing will be completely fair until we get back truly to normal. Alajuelense in, that's out for a throw-in for Alajuelense near their 18-yard box offensively. Atlanta's 18-yard box. 30th minute, 0-0, 0-0. Can Alajuelense get the first goal? We will see. Cross in, brought down, and no. Can't get it to Venegas, who's technically a Concacaf League champion, but not really. Because he went in the middle to Alajuelense, but he went to the team that won, even though the team that he was on was the runner-up. I'm confused. I don't know where I was going with that one. Well, I knew where I was going with it, but that was just, ugh. But seriously, when it comes to Costa Rican football, I think it's more of the league that's better than the national team. But if you put more players that are in the league into the team, we'll see. English football as a whole is only counterattacking football and been physical. I don't trust any English coach as a discipline expert of the sport or manager to lead an MLS team or any team because they're not good enough tactically or technically. Well, look at De Boer. But he's Dutch. Who cares? Close enough, right? But still, De Boer was more like that. And look what happened. Phil Neville is going to do horribly with Inter Miami if that's what you want from me. In clean, Alajuelense rounds the keeper. Cross in. Tries to Olympico it over the bar. Goal kick for Brad Guzan. What a shot. 33rd minute, 0-0, 0-0. But you're right. But people like Frank De Boer, Phil Neville, I don't want English managers, honestly, either, as in British. Like the best managers in the Premier League are foreign. Makes you think. Pep, Klopp, Tuchel, Sarri when he was there. Lampard was a joke, all right? Like, I'd rather Alajuelense gets the ball back going forward. Lampard was a joke. He was a great player, horrible manager. If Toronto ever had the chance, like if they sacked Armas and they were going for Lampard, I would scream. No. Be like, wrong Chelsea manager. Wrong one. I'd rather have Scolari than frickin' Lampard. I'd rather have Goose Hiddink. Rafa would actually be pretty damn good. He could try. I don't want it to be in Toronto. He would probably suck. He doesn't know any. I mean, look at how bad Like, Chelsea was good only because he basically got shielded from all criticism for a year, even though you could see the cracks. And then this past year was just horrible. But the cracks were there. He's not a good manager. Technically, he's not. They should have kept Sadi. Lampard is not that good. He'd probably pull a Patrick Vieira. He'd be good enough in MLS to make the playoffs, but it would probably be a away team in the first round. If they pulled an upset, cool, but they wouldn't get any further than the conference semifinals. They wouldn't. I'll give him the playoffs and the benefit of the doubt, but I don't want him to be. He wouldn't do jack shit in the Champions League, though, that's for sure. They think that English top 6 teams are the best in the world. They're not. I'd like Toronto's chances against everybody but Man City, honestly. Like, the current top 6 or the regular top 6, either way. I'd like Toronto's chances against anybody but City, and I still think they could probably one-off beat City. One-off. Now, over a season, 2 legs? No. One-off? Yes. Balls round. Would they be pinned back? Maybe, but whatever. 35th minute, 0-0. Settled between Alajuelense and Atlanta. Still a tied game. Atlanta going forward, holding possession. Headed down, still holding possession. Bello had the ball there, went back, goes forward. Mulroney going forward. Cross the ball in. Cross. Way too far out. Throw in Alajuelense, 36th minute. Yeah, it looks like the MLS teams are just wearing MLS logo masks, but every other team is wearing the Conca mask. Conca mask. I want a Champions League match ball from this year, and I want the mask. That's all I want. That's all I ask for. And honestly, a TFC jersey with the new patch, but beggars can't be choosers. Of course, they made it a circle finally. There's no communication in Atlanta United. It looks like it. They're for me, they're not. I know it's their first game under Heinze, so I'm not going to say they're going to be like this all year. But without Joseph, they don't look so good. They don't look so hot. Headed out. That'll be a throw-in for Atlanta. Right in front of Alajuelense's box. But they don't look like they're talking. They don't look like they're trying to connect. They're just passing the ball around and hoping. They're just throwing stuff at the wall to see what sticks. I agree. It's not great. It's not great at all. They're just throwing stuff at the wall, seeing what sticks. It's not great at all. I don't like it. Alajuelense is a lot more a unit, but they've been playing. And they got through the Concacaf League and won the Concacaf League. They're more like a unit. But then again, away legs for MLS teams are never the good legs. It's always like, oh, we need the home leg. It's always down to the home leg. It's never the away leg. Even if they're a trash team. There goes Alajuelense on the break. Keeps the ball up. Can they go forward? Find something? Could have, but not good enough. Cross the ball up. Oh, nice back heel to pass the ball. Nice. 39th minute. We're getting close to the end of the first half. Alajuelense still has the ball. Goes right to Guzan. That'll be a goal kick. And that's Nuno Espirito Santo is amazing. Personally, he is black, so I prefer him to coach TFC. Honestly, if we had the chance to get Nuno, I wouldn't hate it at all. I wouldn't hate it at all. Now, of course, we have Armis. I'm backing Armis, but I'm just saying, if this goes south, there are people that I would like, then there's people that I don't like. Shot! Saved by Moreira. They don't let the rebound go. 39th minute goal kick. But yes, Nuno would be a top pick. Is he onside? Yes! Shot! No, they raise the flag. Hernandez offside. 39th minute. 0-0 settle between Alajuelense and Atlanta. Kind of a boring, not a boring first half, but uneventful first half. Not what I expected out of this game, to tell you the truth. Not at all. It's going to be up to the second half. Oh my word. Almost a defensive howler. Almost. Ugh. See, that's what we're talking about when they're saying no communication. If you're having communication, defensive howlers like that don't happen. Oof. I'm just praising my people. I rate that. I like Nuno. I rate that. 40th minute, 5 minutes plus stoppage time for the end of this half. Then we'll take a short break. I'll tell you the stats, and then we go. But there we go. So, Alajuelense with a throw-in in the 40th minute. Has possession. Going backwards. Oh, look at that. What a play. And gets knocked off the ball. And that is not a good play there. Brings it down. Goes back to the defense. Foul, free kick for Alajuelense. Boom. 41st minute. As it stands. Ba-boom, ba-boom. There you go, forward. Oh, what a pick off there. I mean, it works. Back to Moreira, 41st minute. Both the coaches look the same. They kind of do. You have a point. They do. They kind of do. Wearing the same types of clothes, same type of look, yeah. Karavich and Heinze do kind of look alike. Are they twins? It's a joke. Are they twins? I don't know. Probably. No, they're not, but don't put me in hot water. I was playing along. And that's going to go out for a corner. They blow the whistle. What the hell is happening? Yellow card for Guzan. Yellow card for Guzan. 42nd minute. What the hell? Or is that a yellow for the Alajuelense player? They're going to call in the medical staff. 43rd minute. What's the score? 0-0. Yes. Settle, 0-0. Red card for Guzan. He's sent off. He is sent off. Brad Guzan sent off for the tackle on Hernandez. Brad Guzan is sent off. My word. They're going to be down to 10, and they have to make a sub to put in a new goalkeeper. Oh, my word. Red card. Brad Guzan. Oh, my. Concacaf Champions League fever. Is that on the bingo card? My word. My word. Is that on the bingo card? I mean, you got to look at the foul. I didn't think it was that bad by Guzan. I don't think it was that. That was actually Venegas that got fouled. But that wasn't that. Oh, hold on. Let me see. This has 9. That looks like an 8. 9. That's Hernandez. Yep. Ooh. Now, some people think he deserves that because he is a the reason he can't play outside of Costa Rica is he's under charges. He's got a case on him for some sort of sexual assault. So he's a scumbag. So did he deserve that tackle? Maybe. Do I think it was a red card offense? No. But do I understand why? Yeah. I don't know if people knew that about Hernandez for Alajuelense, but there you go. I didn't know that until after the Concacaf League was over because he was only playing in Costa Rica, and I'm like, oh, that makes sense. He has a case on him, but he's still playing in Costa Rica. Like, seriously, is that kind of wrong? Like, guy who's accused of sexual assault has a case on him. They're letting him play still at home, but he can't go away. Makes no sense to me, but whatever. But I still don't think that was a red card offense, and that is nothing. That wasn't a bad tackle at all. And I'm not talking about him being a scumbag. That was just not a bad tackle. I didn't think that was dirty. But hey, I understand it. It's CONCACAF. You're going to have a decision like that. Guzan doesn't even understand why the hell it happened. 45th minute. They're going to take off. No. Looks like they're keeping Lopez on. 45th minute, getting into stoppage time. Guzan is off. They're putting on their new goalkeeper, which means there's only 9 outfield players because you have to sub out a outfield player for the goalkeeper, which is another shot. I don't know if VAR would have overturned that. Guzan got the red card. I'm saying I don't think it was a red card offense. I think he got screwed. I really do. I don't think it was that bad. Yellow, maybe. Red? No. Unless they got him for dog so, which could be. But I don't think so. I don't. Even then, he kind of got screwed. VAR will be used in the semis and the finals, though, but not for the first 2 rounds, which is kind of ironic because they said not going to happen in the restart, but they could have done it there, but they didn't. Mulroney is off for the new goalkeeper for Atlanta United. Number 34, Rios Novo. Mulroney for Rios Novo. 47th minute. I mean, they do need VAR, but come on now. Like, you either start at the start or don't do it. If that's the stupid reason you didn't use it in the 2020 restart in Orlando when there was VAR right there, don't start it halfway through this tournament if that's the same dumb reason, the same dumbass reason you didn't start it halfway last year, all right? It's like, oh, we can't start it halfway, but this time you are. The hell? Like, the hell? Like, be consistent. Like, if you're going to use one dumbass reason and then, like, yeah, it should be in every game. I hate VAR. But if you're going to use it the whole time. Don't, like, say, oh, we're not using it because we're halfway through the tournament, and then this time say, oh, halfway through, we're going to use it for the last 5 games. Marcel Hernandez takes the free kick over the bar. 48th minute, 0-0, settle. Rios Novo. And Guzan is still just standing back there. Like, he should be actually off the pitch. I know it's right before halftime, but it should be actually off the pitch. If you're going to send somebody off, this tournament is a joke. But then again, Herrera got sent off, didn't even nearly go off. Like, yeah, this tournament's kind of a joke. Like, there are problems with CONCACAF. I'm not saying it's perfect, but come on now. 48th minute, haven't even showed the stoppage time board yet, which I understand. If they score with 10 men right off the bat, that'd be a joke. That really would be a joke. Like, if 10 men was the way you needed to be to score, that's actually kind of sad. That's actually sad. Holding the ball forward. I think that's walks. Yeah. Novo forward in the 49th minute. 0-0, settle. Full. That's halftime. 0-0. 0-0 between Alajuelense and Atlanta. Atlanta is down a man for the rest of the game, and Guzan won't be able to play the second leg and probably the first game of the quarterfinals if they make it. Take a short break. I'll talk about the stats, and there you go. So 0-0 at the half, 0-0. Take a short break. See you soon. There we go. We're back. We're back. 3 people left. So, stats are as follows. Check this before. Yeah. I mean, of course, it's going to like dip during halftime. We're fine with that. The Wi-Fi is trash here, but yeah, while we're waiting, let's talk about the stats. So stats at halftime, 4 shots to 6, 1 shot on goal to 3, 34% possession to 66% possession, 156 passes to 281 passes, 78% pass accuracy to 85. Pass accuracy, 75. Actually, I think that's 75 to 85. 8 fouls to 7 fouls, no yellows, 0 red to 1 red. Brad Guzan, of course. 4 offside to no offside, no corners to 2 corners. So for me, I'd say Alajuelense has looked a lot more compact and a lot more connected, even though Atlanta has had the possession. They've had chances. Alajuelense played the better half. And with Guzan out, you take 1 shot at top corner in the second half, that'll probably get you the goal. And is Joseph going to show up now? Because that's the question. I really think this game hangs on Joseph Martinez. Atlanta wins or ties, Joseph's in. If they lose, he probably didn't play. I mean, they could lose if he plays 20 minutes. But Joseph Martinez carries that team. I mean, if he doesn't play, Alajuelense could win this game. They really could. I mean, they've played better. I don't think the possession tells the story. I don't think the number of passes tells the story. Most of Atlanta's passes, I think, were backwards. Atlanta didn't look so great at all. Okay, I could see why that's a red card offense, but he went feet first when he didn't even have the ball. Yeah, red card offense. Outside of the box, dog, so okay, red card. Okay, I get it now. It was a red card offense. Pretty tacky, but okay. But for me, I think Alajuelense had the better half. I really do, overall. Atlanta may have had more possession, but I don't think it was meaningful possession. So 0-0 at the half, settle is settle. Alajuelense has a good chance to win this game, but we will see. Marathon also drew Portland 2-2 earlier tonight, and we still have Cruz Azul versus Arcaí at 9 tonight, which that'll be a RSR, but I guess I'll eat while I watch the game a little bit because I got some chicken strips brought home. It is what it is, but yeah. So, watched the Leon podcast stream with you on it last night. They were TFC haters. Why wouldn't they be? I think their predictions were as biased as mine. I mean, I'm not saying my prediction was biased, but I do believe in Toronto. But they win 3-2. It could be a 2-2 draw. Could be a 1-2 loss. Do I think they'd have enough away goals to be in it next Wednesday? Yes. Do I think we're getting beat 3-0? No, no way. Even if Pozuelo's hurt, like they're saying. It's Mexican hoopla. At this point, I think it's Mexican hoopla. At least I'm hoping it is. But if Pozuelo is hurt, I still don't think we're losing 3-0 or 3-1. I don't. I think the youth is good. I think I think not having him would actually be more of a push forward. Like, we know what we need to do. Wait for him and do right under this new system. I don't know. I think having him may actually make these kids more focused. Or these guys more focused. I don't know. If it's hoopla, it's hoopla. But I don't think TFC, even without him, they're not gonna lose 3-0 or 3-1. Would they win 3-2? I don't know. Is it gonna be probably a 2-2 draw, 2-1 loss? Yeah, but we're gonna have enough away goals to get into it next week. That's all that matters. We're still gonna be in it next Wednesday. That's what I think. To be honest, and that's probably where we're gonna win it, is next Wednesday. There you go. I don't think it's going to be like a dominant win for Leon. But Toronto could pull something off. I don't think it'd be a dominant win for them, but scoring 3-2 would be nice, or 2-2 draw, or a 2-1 win would be nice. I'd say 3-1 is dominant, but there won't be a dominant win either side. But we'll see. I'm not saying they were haters either, but gotta be a little bit more. You know? That's just me, though. Let's see what we got here. As we're standing, let's look at YouTube Studio while we're waiting, because I think we should. 457, it says. Yeah, I think my YouTube is a little bit ahead. It's like 1 sub ahead, but I still gained, so that's cool. But I gained 2 today, so boom. You'd love to see it. Let's gain a little bit more. All right. Like, share, subscribe. You know what it is. Tell all your friends. I mean, that's basically what I'm saying. I'm not saying I think Leon wins, but they wouldn't pump TFC if they did. Like, I don't think if we lose, we're going to get blown out. It's going to be close. It's going to be within a goal. But that's still something you could overturn easily at home. Well, at home. But I'm just saying, it's not that unlikely, per se. I think they're looking. I'm not saying they're biased, but I enjoy being on their podcast And I honestly think that I probably made their predictions a little bit less homeristic. That's just me, though. I think their predictions are a little less homeristic because of me explaining what I explained. It probably would have been 5 had I not been on there. I thought I was being serious, but I could have been a little bit biased. But let me type it in the chat. It's also on my YouTube description, not description, but like the about page, you know. But I'll type it in the chat. Actually, I'll do both, Instagram and Twitter. Shift. Oh, well. The only thing different is the dot and the underscore because Twitter's weird. TikTok is the same as my Instagram too, but I don't know who uses that. Honestly, my football content should get up on the For You page enough to where, you know, it's a lot easier to be discovered on TikTok, you know. Actually, out of all three, it really is. That's just me, though. But that's no problem. Waiting for the second half to start. Pretty much said what I thought, said my piece. Let's see how this game ends. And my bracket is looking okay right now. Should I write down like the leg results? I guess I should, but on the tracker, but does it really matter? I don't think so. I tried to start a bracket challenge. It didn't really end well. Boom. As long as I'm right, that's all that matters. Boom. The full thing for me. Now, this is a bracket challenge I'll probably do amazing on. March Madness, that was horrible. But this is my bread and butter. You ain't gonna beat me. Unless there's like some upsets. But that's not my fault. March Madness, you may kick my ass. When it comes to March Madness groups, you may kick my ass. Concacaf, no. If I follow you, will you follow back? Yeah. TFC fans especially, but I follow most people back. I'm not that famous yet. Even when I get super famous, I'll still follow people back. I'm not gonna, you know, be that type of guy who's like, yeah, you can follow me, but I'm a celebrity. I don't care. I care. Okay. I mean, I'm sort of famous at this point, but if I ever get like super famous, like I guess football get people on Twitter, you know, even then. Football YouTubers, even then, it's not like, you know, professional wrestlers or singers or I'm kind of a person who's still in tune with regular people, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't mean that in a bad way, but I feel real. I don't feel like, you know, scripted or some sort of manufactured person, which I'm not, but there you go. Tomorrow, Saprissa versus Philadelphia Union. That's going to be a good match to watch. Club Leon versus Toronto live and RSR, of course. Olympia and America after that. That'll be also a good one to watch. I don't know if that's humble. I just think that's more like I know my worth, but I still think I'm a king, though, so there you go. But, I mean, I'm humble, but I know my worth. And I ain't going to let somebody, you know, stomp on that. Yeah, that makes sense. Kickoff of the second half. Here goes Atlanta Kicking off. 45 more minutes before they get to halftime of the tie. And it turns to Atlanta, or Kennesaw, actually, because Fifth Third Bank is in Kennesaw, Georgia. TFC till I die, you're damn right. Man, I hope Toronto gets to the Club World Cup because I'd love to go to Japan for that in December. The trip vlogs would be amazing. Well, I think they would, but because of course I'd vlog it too. But trust me, those would be. People love vlogs. That actually could be good for me. Be like, Club World Cup Japan trip vlog day 1, some sort of funny title or reference title or something. Something that fits it. Because my titles are clever. Clever, there's the word, clever. 46th minute, Alajuelense has the ball going forward. Can they get one past? No, Atlanta gets the ball, can clear. Oh, blocked away. Kept it. No, that's going to be a goal kick. You kind of hope people could keep those in. I mean, Rios Novo with a goal kick. For me, though, who else are they? Oh, they ain't got a good bench besides Joseph and Jurgen Damm. Yeah, they could lose this game. They could lose this game. 47th minute. Novo. Still have 4 subs, but I wouldn't use them all. No, I have not. I want to be at BMO, but I have not been to a game at BMO yet. Would be an amazing moment. I've been to 2 away matches, Kansas City and Columbus. Didn't go to any last year for obvious reasons. But I did stand with Nibriati in Kansas City. I was actually on the TSN. Actually, just the broadcast of the match after Jordan Hamilton scored the goal. And actually, the highlight still, like on the reaction shot, still has me in it. I'm like on the far left, or no, far right. This is my left. This is my right. Well, you got my point. I was on. That actually was the right. Yeah, the right of the screen. Yeah. Did I get my directions confused? Yes. Who cares? I'm a football guy. I'm a blogger boy. Oh, yeah, Toronto has the best fans in the MLS, and that isn't even biased. 48th minute. Looks like Salvatierra complaining. Looks like there's a foul given. They're setting up the Barso. Bello, handball! Handball penalty for Atlanta. Looks like they're calling handball. Oh, it went off his face, but they saw handball. They're giving handball. They're giving handball. Barso will take the penalty. They got screwed. Alajuelense got screwed. It went off his chest, neck area. That's not a pen. Yeah, VAR. VAR now. Okay, so yeah, maybe VAR is useful. Maybe it is. Maybe it is. But they got screwed. They got screwed wholeheartedly. Barso is to take the pen. 50th minute. Well, 49th. If he hits it before the 30th second, it's 49th minute. But Barso runs up, takes, shot, in the goal! Goal! Atlanta! 1-0! 1-0! Atlanta United! Penalty! Goal! Barso! Yeah, Concacaf moment. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I mean, technically that works because the way I called that, technically he's a Spanish player playing against a Costa Rican team. It counts, all right? Is it? I don't think it's bad that I kind of call goals in Spanish. I mean, I got enough Spanish subscribers, and whether it be Central American or Mexican, it's good enough. I mean, kind of Spanish-ish, kind of. It's that Concacaf Champions League fever running through me. That's a side effect, Same thing with Concacaf League, but I won't do it for Toronto. I won't do it for Toronto. I'll try not to. Unless it's like you can't hold me to it if it's like last minute winner. You can't hold me to that. Like, I have to admit, I love Luke Wildman and Stephen Caldwell. They're amazing announcers, but Mexican announcers just do in big moments in CONCACAF. Spanish announcers, Mexican announcers, they just do it. Whoa. Like the energy. Like, Luke is amazing at like analysis. Stephen Caldwell's amazing at analysis, but the energy, like, I love their MLS Cup Champions call. I really do. The calls for those, but there you go. Sequeira is off for cross in, cleared away. Atlanta still has the ball, but Alajuelense gets it back in the 52nd minute. Can they find an answer? Ball don't lie, maybe? Ball crossed in. Header in. Oh, headed back. Foul. They give the free kick to Atlanta. Yep, that's a give back call. Montenegro is on for Sequeira as well. 1-0, 52nd minute. I don't think that was a foul for Atlanta. That was a foul against Atlanta, but okay. Yeah, I think they're getting makeup calls. I think they're getting some makeup calls here. I'm kind of calling some bullshit. I'm calling bullshit here. That was a makeup call. The penalty and that's both makeup calls, which they really didn't deserve, honestly. And I guess they're going to have to make a sub for Miles Robinson. They're calling for it. If not the medical staff, they're calling for a sub, I guess. '52nd minute. Do you have an American MLS team you support? I wouldn't say support. Not really, no. If shit goes south for Toronto, I do root for Kansas City if they're still around. Like MLS is back tournament, Champions League 2019, those type of times. MLS Cup playoffs, those type of times. I mean, I'm also like 4 hours away from Kansas City. Would I hope St. Louis does well when they get in the league? Yes, because I live 15 minutes away from St. Louis. If you see that, it's not near Chicago. Okay, I wouldn't say I'd be a fan of St. Louis, but I'd hope they do good unless they're playing Toronto, But I wouldn't say fan. I wouldn't say supporter. I just hope they do good. It's probably more of a like late time thing. 54th minute header cleared by Atlanta, but Alajuelense gets the ball back. 54th minute. Brings it down. Nope. Back to Atlanta, but not cleared far enough. Alajuelense still goes forward. Shot blocked over the bar. That would be a corner kick for Alajuelense. 55th minute. 54th minute. 1-0. 1-0 Atlanta with the away goal. Of course. 54th minute, taking the corner kick. Alajuelense. Cross in. Header. Down and out. That'll be another corner kick. Or at least a throw in. Anton walks, knocks it out. 55th minute. Throw in. Venegas is in the area. Salvatierra taking the throw in. 55th minute throw in. Headed back. Will not. That'll be cleared. Foul. Advantage. Nope. Free kick played. 55th minute for Atlanta. Free kick played. Given. Ooh. May have been, but we'll see. '56th minute. Who am I rooting for in the Champions League? Toronto, of course. But if they get knocked out, I don't know. If we get knocked out, I don't know. But Toronto's my club. Of course, I'm rooting for them. I want them to win. I think they're going to win. We'll see. But Toronto, of course. If they get knocked out, I don't know who I'm rooting for, but I know it won't be an MLS team. I don't know what I don't get. Florida's opening up, but TFC won't have fans in their home leg. Honestly, though, if they did have fans in their home leg, I'd consider it. I'd consider it going to Florida. Foul, free kick for Alajuelense. Yellow card for Anton Walks. That's a free kick. But seriously, I would totally consider it if they had fans, but they don't, which is sad. I mean, Florida is kind of far away, but I don't care. I'll go to Orlando. And while I'm at it, maybe I'll try to catch a freaking NXT show. Because they have fans at the Capitol Wrestling Center, Performance Center. Hey, maybe I'd try to catch an NXT taping. I don't know. That would be nice. I ain't going to AEW, though. They're self-marked losers. I don't want to. No. Cody Rhodes is a self-marked loser. I don't want to watch AEW. '58th minute. Free kick for Alajuelense. Could they get a goal back here? Runs up, takes the shot, and safe! Rebound! And held up! Corner kick! And that's going to be another. The goalkeeper will be checked on. Oh, this is just going off. This one's going off. Crazy. This one's going off. I don't know. Free kick, shot, saved by Novo. Right into him. Oh, that's not a collision. Like, I thought he got kicked in the head. Ain't that a kick in the head? Like Frank Sinatra, he didn't get jack nothing. He didn't get jack nothing there. And they're going to check on the goalkeeper in the 59th minute. There we go. Gotcha. Two followers on Twitter, too. Love it. Got y'all. There we go. I don't have anything else to tweet about, though. Rios Novo being checked on. If they have a third, well, how are they going to do the third keeper? I used to love WWF, grew up in the Attitude Era. It's shit now. I mean, it is, but I'm still watching WrestleMania. And I'll watch SmackDown because, I didn't watch Raw. I followed you back. 50th minute or 60th minute, hour mark. Could there be a third goalkeeper, or is he healthy to go on? He's healthy to go on goal kick. But, I mean, yeah, Raw and SmackDown are shit now, but I'll still watch WrestleMania. I'll have to admit, over the past year, I've watched WWE, but I've watched more football. Like, I've just been paying attention to football and trying to grind on YouTube, you know? So I'm not going to regret it. Now, maybe it's also, I won't say it, but I'll still watch WrestleMania on the weekend. I'm still going to watch SmackDown too, because I ain't got nothing to do on Friday either. Now, if somebody wants to see me or something, that's fine, but they won't. Did you see the interviews KJ posted with Bradley, Armis, and Pozuelo? Yes, I saw them. Did I watch? Yeah, I saw them. I liked what they had to say, so I'm still confident. If they're confident, the reason I'm confident is because I'm confident in them. I agree with them. Like, if they weren't so confident, I'd be scared. But if they know what they're doing, which they do, they believe in themselves. That's a huge part of it. Like, yeah, fitness may not be the best, but if you're playing a press and you believe in it and you buy in, that really helps. So, Armis, love what he's saying. Love what the rest of the team's saying. They've been doing amazing in preseason. I have no reason to feel like they're off it. I feel good about tomorrow. I feel nervous, but I feel confident. Like, it's not like I'm nervous, but I'm confident. It's not like I'm negative. Champions League, anything can happen. I'm not trying to say there isn't, but I believe in Toronto. I believe in Armis. If it was Vanny, I'd be scared shitless right now. I'm glad he's gone. I don't know if y'all heard that or not, but I don't care. It's the truth. Vanny is a fraud. I just can't say it on Twitter or Instagram. It's funny. Screw it. KJ's doing one soccer for the games. Yeah, I saw. Vanny's son follows me on Instagram, and his wife, for some reason, follows me on Twitter. I can't call him out I can't say nothing bad about Vanny on Instagram or Twitter now. I have to like be like, hey, he's in LA now. Stop. You can't call him a fraud no more, unless you're on YouTube. It's actually kind of funny. I think like when I did the not the prospect pyramid, the player pyramid, I think I actually slipped and said he was a fraud. And I think his son saw that video and I called him a fraud. I called Vanny a fraud anyway. I called him a fraud anyway. I'm like, oh no. Why are you still following me? Like, why are you still following me? I know I have good content, but at this point, don't. Unless you know he's a fraud too and you just you can't admit it. Alajuelense in. No. I mean, of course, you know. Foul! Call a foul! That was a foul, but okay, 64th minute. Still 1-0 Atlanta. 1-0. Atlanta with a away goal. Atlanta crosses in. Atlanta clears it 64th minute. We're waiting. Ba-bum, ba-bum, ba-bum. But yeah, it's pretty. I mean, if I'm that, I guess being on a podcast, he did win us a treble, but it was the players. I don't care. The players who were playing under him won us that treble. It was not his tactics. Those players were playing over their heads. Vanny pulls players down. Like, if they're world class, they're just great. If they were double world class. The reason why they look so good is because they were playing double world class that year, and then they got pulled down to world class. That was the problem. Like, they had to play that damn good over their heads just to look world class. And they still won a treble. In spite of him. I'm still sitting there. I don't see Armis sticking around too long. This either goes well or goes horribly. I'm saying it goes pretty good. But if the job opens up mid-season, I would gladly take it at least for half a season. I think I do just. I probably could get I could probably get the full job for a half season of results. I'd like to try my hand. That's all I'm saying. I mean, if it ain't Saudi or Tuchel or somebody like that, well, not Tuchel. He wouldn't get. I mean, who knows? By then, maybe he would be sacked by Chelsea. But I do like Thomas Tuchel. But hey, maybe by then he'll be sacked by Chelsea. Don't change the plays. Yeah, but if it works for you, and hey, if the change works, I'm not going to be mad about it. I don't think he was either. The corner kick against Montreal in the conference final, that play, Josie and Seba, second leg, that was amazing. That was amazing. But hey, if it worked out, I don't think I'd be mad about it. I'd be like, okay, smart. I'd be like, okay, smart. I bet he wasn't either. I bet he wasn't either. Free kick in the 66th minute for Atlanta. 1-0 as well. Still 1-0. Making a sub. Atlanta. Joseph is on. Joseph is on. 66th minute. Lopez, I think. That's Lisandro Lopez. Yeah. Yep, Lisandro Lopez off for Joseph Martinez in the 67th. But if they didn't change the play, I'd like to see how that would have turned out. I'd like to go to like a opposite, like separate, like opposite universe or whatever they call it, and just see what happens if they didn't change the play. Be like, yep, that's his fault. Just another reason why they were right. But we'll see. But we'll never do that, go into a parallel universe. But I'm sure there's a parallel universe where they didn't change the play and they lost because of it. And probably in that parallel universe, Montreal beats Seattle anyway. Actually, I don't want to see it. Yeah, leave it alone. Leave it alone. Leave it to where it is. But there we go. 68th minute. 1-0 Atlanta. 20 minutes left in the match. But yeah, imagine if Montreal won the MLS Cup. I would cry. I would live under a rock. Like, I would absolutely. I don't care. I would. Even if Toronto was somehow in the Club World Cup after that, I would just fall off the face of the earth for 2 months until the next season starts. I'd be like, yeah, you ain't hearing from me until preseason. Hell, CCL, you ain't gonna hear from me. No, you're not. I ain't gonna live this one down. You're not gonna hear from me. I'm blacking out Twitter. I ain't going on Twitter. I ain't gonna go on Instagram. Hell no, you're not going to do that. 69th minute. It would be a living hell if Montreal won the cup. I don't think they ever will, but it would be a living hell. LAFC, I could stand it. I wouldn't want to see them win the cup, but it's like, yeah, it was going to happen at some point. Montreal, if they won the cup, it would be a living hell. Alajuelense in. Cross blocked away. Alajuelense gets the ball back in the 69th minute. Nice. Nice. I mean, yeah, me too. Anybody would. 60 years for the love of our game. In English, yeah. But for me, I'd be like, oh boy. No. It'd be a living hell. And honest, because Montrealers would make that a living hell for us. 70th minute. At least now we'd be like, we've been there more and we won it first. But back, if that would have happened, oof. It would hurt. 70th minute. Atlanta Alajuelense. Going forward. Sosa. Put that out. Rios gets the yellow. 70th minute, 20 minutes to go. 1-0 Atlanta. Atlanta with the away goal and holding the win in the first leg of this matchup, which is pretty good for them. I don't know. I picked Atlanta to win the tie anyway. I just thought they'd win it at home. They could easily have a good result here that I did not expect. Going forward, Alajuelense, all because of one penalty. Alajuelense played a perfect game besides that penalty, which is sad. But sometimes things happen like that. Sometimes that happens. 70th minute, 71st minute. 459 subscribers. Love to see it. Boom. Well, that probably actually mean 458. That ball's down, and a yakety sacks in the box, but Alajuelense still has possession. Header in. Oh, slides down. Can't get nothing of it. Goal kick. 72nd minute. I wish Montreal was a bit better. Only star wins would be more meaningful, like first and Montreal second in the East. I'd have a heart attack. I mean, yeah, it would make the derbies more meaningful, and it would make the Canadian Championship final more meaningful. I'd probably have a heart attack. And I don't know if that's a joke. I mean, my family has a history of heart problems later in life, so. And that may not be a joke. That may not be a joke. I hope it is, but probably not. Dark humor takes a serious turn. But in that, yeah, but that's the fun. I don't know if 150 beats per minute is fun. Hello, Matthew, Leon fan. Tomorrow's the stream you be on, but it's nice to see you here early. 73rd minute, Alajuelense 0, Atlanta 1, Settle 1. Another sub, Alajuelense in the 73rd minute. We're getting close to the end. Leon woke up finally. Yeah, they did. Right at the right time. It's going to be a good one tomorrow night. Cross in, header. Cleared, but brought down. And it's cleared again. Ferron is on for Salvatierra. Ferron, who was at the Olympic qualifying tournament for Costa Rica, who played okay, I'd say. Good enough. Header in and right out for a goal kick in the 73rd minute. They're holding on. Atlanta's holding on for the first leg win. So 2 positive results for MLS sides tonight. The next match is Mexico versus Haiti. Cruz Azul versus Arcaí. We'll see how that goes. Cruz Azul is probably going to curb stomp them, to be frank. It's like, boom. Go like it's American History X and just go straight down on them. I'm going a little bit dangerous with my jokes, am I? I'm going a bit too far with my jokes, ain't I? Whatever. That's the fun. Alajuelense has possession in the 74th minute. I think you guys will win on aggregate by not by much. It's going to be close. It's not going to be a dominating win either way. Cross in, save! Oh my, what a save by Novo in the 74th minute. But if they win, yeah, it's going to be like a 1-2 goal, 1 goal win on aggregate, maybe away goals. I think first game's 1-0 Leon, second 1-1 draw. I'd say probably 2-1, but no. That'd be 3-2. But that'd still be close. I still think Toronto is going to be in within a shot on the next week. I think they could win it at home too, but we'll see. We'll see. 76th minute, 75th minute, 15 minutes to go. Still 1-0 as it stands. Cota will be hard to score against. Yeah, I don't need to be reminded about Rodolfo Cota. I don't need to be reminded about Rodolfo Cota. I don't. Supporter Shield or deep run in Champions League, but don't win. Deep run in the Champions League. I don't know. The Supporter Shield, but people remember the people who win the Supporter Shield, even if it doesn't matter. But people don't remember a team that makes a deep run but loses unless it's the fans of that team. Header in, cleared. That will be out for a throw for Alajuelense in the 76th minute. Imagine a sold-out Sky Dome for Toronto-Montreal, and Toronto fall to 9 men and get a 1-1 result. That would be amazing. Well, the match. Not 9 men part of it, but everything else. I'd love to see another Toronto match in Sky Dome. If Montreal could play in the Big O, Toronto should be able to play in the Sky Dome. That's just me, though. And they used to, but I mean, like, again. That's just me, though. Because Sky Dome is probably still better than the Big O, Olympic Stadium. You're watching Cruz Azul's game. It's not going to be a good game. I have to talk about it. I'm reviewing it, so I'm going to watch it. Even though the goals, it's going to be a lot of goals, and Arcaí is going to just get smacked. They're either going to cut them down so hard it's like a 1-0 win, or they get smacked around. What's the score? 1-0 Atlanta. 1-0 Atlanta. 78th minute. Donde los campeones se coronan. 8:43 p.m. So 8:45 will be 90 minutes. 1-0, yes. There you go. Alajuelense in. Crossed. Oh! Just can't put on the cross. Prediction for Cruz Azul Arcaí 3-0. Sounds about right. For Cruz Azul 3-0, yeah, that sounds about right. I would totally say you're correct. You are correct. That's correct, yeah. 79th minute. Johan Venegas missed the cross. Was that bug on my TV or was that the camera? Didn't fly this way, so. I can't wait for the World Cup expansion to BMO 40 to 50K. I think TFC still would pack it, yes. Would you like Eric Ten Hag in MLS? Yeah, yes. He's good with Ajax. I like him as a manager. Yeah. Would I want him in Toronto? I don't know, but I wouldn't hate it. Offensive manager, good with Ajax. I wouldn't hate it, but I wouldn't be shocked if it went south. You get a manager from the Netherlands in MLS, it either goes boom or bust, and they've done it before. And it went bust hard, except for the Champions League in 2012. Well, the knockout rounds. 2011, 2012. It went bust besides then. Somehow got to the semifinals against Santos, and as long as they parked the damn bus, they could have been in the final. But they didn't. 7-3 on aggregate. I'm still scarred to this day. I remember watching that game as a 12-year-old. I was watching that game, and I'm like, yeah, I'm going to, if they make the final, I'm going to watch the final with my mom and dad. I was trying, because I was in into TFC first. They are kind of, they're big fans now, but I got them in when TFC got good because there was this little like complex of me being like, oh, you're watching ML. Like, I didn't think MLS was popular and we weren't great. And it's like, they knew I was a fan, but they were like, why show them a team who was completely shit at that point? They'd be like, really? This is what you root for? What's wrong with you? But hey, now, I mean, hell, they still do it and they're good. My dad still watches TFC and they're good, and he's like, they're shit. I'm like, Vanny's shit, but I mean, it's kind of funny. So, I mean, yeah, just imagine how it would have been had I shown them when they were bad. It actually feels worse now that they're good because it's like, but they're good though. Like, why are you saying they're shit? Says he's a fan, but I don't know. Maybe he's one of those self-hating fans. I mean, I could see it. I'll probably do this because I don't know. Maybe I'm the same. How do I feel about Atletico Ottawa having preseason Atletico Madrid? It's pretty epic. I like it too. It's probably going to make them better at the start of the season because of the other teams not being able to train because of Canadian federal restrictions and being, weird and dumb and all that. I still don't like Trudeau. But I like it. Like, if you're going to get an advantage, why not get an advantage and train in Madrid? Yeah, it's smart too. It's amazing, but smart. Ajax wants to have a daughter club in MLS. Which city do you prefer them to be in? Buffalo, San Antonio? If it's Buffalo, I'm going to scream. No, San Antonio would be better. Or Las Vegas. Or Tampa Bay. Something like that. Maybe Sacramento, because Sacramento almost got screwed over. I mean, they could get screwed over, but you know what I mean. 83rd minute, Johan Venegas with a free kick. Can he get one back? Johan Venegas with a free kick. Shot in. Oh, past the post. That's a goal kick for Novo. 83rd minute. 1-0 still for Atlanta United. What a strike. Just a little bit past the post by Johan Venegas. You can't ask for more. 83rd minute. This will be Alajuelense's first loss of the year if this result holds. Free kick going forward for Alajuelense. Can they at least get cross in? I think they would prefer ownership. Quebec needs a CPL team, MLS or franchises. Right, but Red Bull still owns Red Bull. Or maybe they own the naming rights. I don't know. But Red Bull still, I mean, they own the franchise rights. So I guess that's, yeah, okay. So yeah, that makes sense. But yeah, Quebec would probably be better. They'd probably rather completely own it. Yeah, you got a point. Quebec would probably be better for Ajax. And that kind of fits their narrative in a way. I think so, at least. Quebec City or Laval would work probably. 85th minute or 84th minute, getting into the 85th minute. We're getting close to the end of this match. Atlanta holding on ever so slightly. 1-0. 1-0. And that's a throw-in for Alajuelense. Somebody's getting Concacaf. I already did. Bello with a throw. It's an Atlanta throw. Atlanta gets it back. Cleared up. Alajuelense has the possession, gets possession back. Or go to Saskatoon, but they already have the CPL team and the ownership group. I mean, you could buy them out, but header in, out for a goal kick in the 85th minute. Alajuelense just can't score. They can't find that one ball. They can't find it to score. They can't find that one chance. And that sucks, honestly. Sometimes things go bad. They do. This referee is either having a shocking game or heavily favoring Atlanta United. Yeah, that would. I think it's heavily favored. 25-game unbeaten streak in all competitions. The last loss for Alajuelense was November 15th versus AD San Carlos. So as it stands, Alajuelense are going to lose their first game since October. And their first game in 2021. In 4 minutes plus time if they do not score one goal. Which wouldn't be the best considering, I'd rather steal a result. And in! Shot blocked! Saved! Another shot and saved. 86th, 87th minute. Martinez takes the shot, can't score. They just cannot find it. They cannot find it, Alajuelense. You have to feel for him at this point. No, I'm not taking a shot or anything. I've only got a Coca-Cola. That's it. I'm just checking Twitter because I am. I don't know why I'm checking Twitter. I just am. Another substitution. 14 for 32. Ibarra off in the 87th minute. 4. Campbell. 87th minute into the 88th. We're getting close to the end here. And of course, the viewership rockets up as soon as we're getting close to the end here. Alajuelense has the ball. 88th minute. 2 minutes to go plus stoppage time to get a goal back, to not lose their unbeaten streak, to have a better chance on the road against Atlanta. Can they find something here? Alajuelense. Hernandez crosses forward, switches the play. Can they find a cross here? Blocked away, out for a corner kick for Alajuelense in the 88th minute. For TFC game, can you add the score to the stream? I don't have anything that could do that. I don't have a green screen or anything, so I'm sorry about that. You're watching the wrong Champions League, lad. No, you're watching the wrong Champions League. The Concacaf Champions League is the real Champions League. Your Champo is BS. I bet you came here for my TikTok, haven't you? Do you collect any soccer panini cards? No, but I should. I should. At least the way Gary Vee does it. I don't know. The CONCACAF Champions League is the real Champo. Face palm. That's for you. 89th minute. I see your face palm and raise you. I see your face palm and I raise you a hat flick. Please don't accuse me of using TikTok again. Well, that's where I pissed off the Euro snobs, so. Then again, there's a lot of people who are Euro snobs out here that are brainwashed by the English propaganda of the Eurosceptics. So, sorry about that. Bruh moment. I don't know why that's a bruh moment. I'm speaking the truth because I am the truth. 89th minute. Alajuelense has the ball in, getting into the 90th minute. Only stoppage time. Cross in. Shot! Saved! Right off. Lol. Yeah. Offside anyway. Yeah, this refereeing crew is pretty shocking. They are pretty shocking. Are you disappointed that the USA did get an early ticket for the Olympics? They didn't make it, and I'm not disappointed. I don't care. I root for Canada. I'm not Canadian yet, but I root for Canada. I know that I want to be Canadian. Please get a bigger cold to prevent the freeze. Whatever. And yes, others misunderstand. They ask why the snow when I could have the sand. I just say they could keep their hands, cause even better if I get. I'm the token YouTuber who wants to be Canadian. Not a Jory Karen barely does anything on YouTube. That checks out. It does. 91st minute. Atlanta United has the break. Joseph Martinez can put it away. Nope. Offside. 91st minute is passed. 5 minutes of stoppage time. 1-0 Atlanta still as it stands. There you go. Yeah, he was off. Throw in for Alajuelense in the 92nd. TFC till I die. Damn right. Hell right. You follow European football. You're brainwashed. That's why you're. Are you Justin Bieber's brother? No. But he did sing a country song for shot, blocked. Oh my God, they can't buy a goal. They can't buy a goal. 92nd minute. But then again, he did sing a country song with Dan and Shay, so who knows? Who knows? It's a secret. Does he look like it? I mean, not really. I don't have the bowl cut. I don't have the tattoos. I don't have the pratty attitude. I don't know. But hey, if that's what you think I look like, I'm honored. Moreira has the ball going forward. Can you rate your top 5 leagues in the world? Number 1, MLS. Number 2, Liga MX. Number 3, Concacaf Champions League. Number 4, Bundesliga. Number 5, La Liga. Cross in, save. No. The Premier League is nowhere as good as people say it is. Do you think I'm lying? 93rd minute, 2 minutes to go. CCL doesn't count. It's not a league. Okay, so how about this? MLS, Liga MX, Bundesliga, La Liga, Serie A. There you go. Do you narrate Mexican soccer games? If you do, I'll be a new subscriber. I do it sometimes. Champions League games, and I did a couple of Leon games earlier. I may do a couple of Liguilla games if I have the hours, because Champions League will be the first 2 rounds will be over in May, so I'll probably do a couple of those Liguilla games. So yeah, I do here and there, but I talk about Liga MX. I think I do enough when it comes to Champions League, Liguilla, those Leon games. I think you'll find it respectable and good enough. 94th minute, a minute to go left in this game between Alajuelense and Atlanta United. 1 minute. Gracias, Phoenix Fire. Gracias. Thank you. 95th minute, 30 seconds to go. Well, 35 now. Alajuelense with their last chance of the game, trying to keep it forward. No, Atlanta puts it back. Cleared. Alajuelense gets it forward again. 25 seconds. 1-0 Atlanta. Can they hold? Or will Alajuelense find a goal right at the end? Cross in. 10 seconds to go. Novo holds. 5 seconds to go. And 2, 1. Goal kick. Full time. 1-0 Atlanta. 1-0 with that 55th minute penalty by Barso. Scored 1-0. There you go. Atlanta wins. Going into the home leg up 1-0 with the away goal. Vital away goal. There you go. So with that said, if you like this stream, like it, share, subscribe. You know what it is. Tell all your friends. Later tonight, RSR review of Cruz Azul versus Arcaí, or Arcaí versus Cruz Azul. There you go. Review. That'll be up at about 10:30, 11, probably, after that match is over. It may take a little bit. I don't know. But 10:45, 11, around there. So I'm Ryan and I'm out. Peace. See you later.